Do you guys have any idea what it means when the government wrongfully exports someone to the end of their days and then triples down on the wrong answer to the point where they are now saying if you campaign for due process, you are aiding terrorists? So even though we know that at least 75% of the people they're kidnapping and sending away are innocent with no records, they are now saying if you campaign for due process, if you go against our word of saying these people are bad guys without any proof, without any trials, without any evidence, just, you know what? Yeah, take them and ship them out. That's it. You are aiding terrorists. They brought out some prejudiced lady out in Maine to complain about Chris Van Holleren going to El Salvador. She had a separate case that has nothing to do with Kilmar Abrego Garcia, but she stood up there. They brought her out so she could say, I can't believe my taxpayer dollars are paying for this. I can't believe he went down there and wasted my money to try to help it. Basically, just being Ray Ray, painting all El Salvadorians as just like the one that she had a criminal issue with, and how dare our taxpayer dollars. The same people that don't care about Stenchy going golfing every 3 days, the same people that don't care that co-sugar daddy Doodoo is taking Air Force One. He has his own planes, but he's taking the taxpayer-funded one so that we can pay for it, while Ruski is using Doge logins to access our information. Those people are saying that if you advocate for due process, you're a terrorist. They're wearing crosses while they tell you that too. Wearing a cross, they're telling that wife and mother that she's better off without her husband. They're telling the kids they're better off without their father because he's a dangerous man. They're adding that. They're just rolling it in there. They're just lying now. They're lying. Anne Frank is a fictional character. Grandpa Stench is 6'2" and has washboard abs and is built like an Adonis. They're just lying now. And I love the take care of us first with our money. You don't believe in that either. You're cutting everything because you think that's socialism. So don't say, keep the money to save us when you don't want the money to save us. The farmers are already asking for a fucking bailout. Already they want a bailout. The people who were for, we don't want overspend in socialism, are looking to give checks to Greenlanders, give checks to J6ers, give checks to, they want all kinds of socialism as long as it's whites only socialism. That's what they want. There are people running around wrapped in American flags talking about, yes, they want a dictator. America needs a dictator right now. They need a king. Remember how he said he could choose somebody in broad daylight and they wouldn't care? They're saying that now. They're literally saying it. He could take someone out in the middle of the street and I would still love him. I would still support him. Okay? Gone. I live in Temecula. We have 412. That's the schmazzy steeple people place in town. And those people are getting louder and bolder by the day. Nasty, trashy people. Flags everywhere. Twice the triple K stickers. Twice the 3%er stickers. Twice the, okay? And like I said, these people all live around elementary schools for some reason, which is really creepy and weird. All right? You've got the Stench administration officially now telling people that the SAVE Act isn't a big deal because women don't want to vote. It's not a big deal because they know women don't like voting. So who cares if the married women can't vote now? They don't want to anyway. Trust him. He knows. All right? Y'all have to get ready to get your hands dirty. And I don't know. I don't know. SCOTUS said things, and where are they? They aren't enforcing shit. Okay? Who's coming? The military, Congress, the courts. No. And they're doing all this to show you that none of those people are getting in the way. They're doing it, and you're sitting here scratching your head going, oh, gee, can they do that? You're sitting here going, I'll just vote again in 2028. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. They are abducting people off of the streets. They're pulling people out of school, pulling people out of work, pulling people out of hospitals. They're taking children, 3rd graders, 4th graders. Okay, you're not getting phone calls. Your family isn't notified. You find out when you see them on TV in a prison. That's when you find out. There's no evidence. There's nothing being submitted. They're just picking people and saying that if you advocate for due process, you're a terrorist. They're telling El Salvador to build 5 more of those camps so they can start sending citizens they don't like next. And you heard Brainworm Guy. Okay? One of the next ones up on the block are going to be all of the autistics. Because, we all don't pay taxes. We're all suffering. We've broken up our families and we're burdens on everyone. We can't accomplish any. We may as well be put out of our misery. They're following a playbook. None of this is even new for the folks who are like, oh, it's not even unprecedented. They're following Mustache playbook with the full backing of the steeple people. And y'all think you're going to be able to vote yourself out of this. Y'all think you can just ride it out. I wish. It must be nice to feel like I could survive this. I'm just going to ride this out. It must be nice. It must be nice to feel like you could probably ride this out. Good for you. Good for you. Not for anyone else, but good for you.